Let's take a look at the grid for this one. There's plenty of Jason Bargwanna specials in the field here. Your Daddo's in the field this weekend too. Tony Warren and Sam Walter on the front row. Neville Scott and Rusty French doing double duties this weekend. Adam Garwood and Kim Barwick. It's all Tasmanians wherever you look right now. Down to Greg Garwood. Adam Ubergang, who damaged an engine yesterday. And Tony Saracena starting out of 10th position. Over the page to John Lawson, Stephen Noble. Down to Matt Ryan and Warren Wadley. Gregory Jones out of 17. Down to Scott Dean and Brett Batterby out of 20th position. It's a heavy field of cars here. Robert Jarvis bringing up the back of the field. The Brandy's Restaurant entry, the saloon car at the back of this field here too. Bit of a state of origin warfare this weekend. Tasmania versus Queensland versus New South Wales, if you like. And I think the Queenslanders are liking what they're seeing Tasmanians at the pointy end of the field.
So the Tasmanians, they do run this category a lot. Down at Symmons Plains and basketball, they have a bit of a combination of different classes that come together to run Sports GT. Out there at the moment, you've got the marked sports cars, improved production cars. As you mentioned, there's saloon cars. It's a range of different vehicles that fit into this category. That's why they use the lap time to gauge which class you're in, which is pretty exciting. But the one thing it is consistent is the tyre. They're on an R-spec tyre, so when you see one of these tyres up front, they look like a bit of a wet weather tyre, if you like. They've got grooves and lines in them. And that is the specification they have to run. So even Rusty French there in the Sky Sands Porsche, it's a GT3 car, a Carrera Cup car, old car, but it is on that R-spec tyre. So it's certainly it slows the pace up a little, but evens the field out.
It'd be a total different beast to what it'd be running when it runs in Cup car form, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be very different. The grip level will be completely different. The way you drive the car, the balance. An R-spec tyre is a very good tyre, similar to what, say, most people are used to the Utes. That's the sort of tyre they would use in that category. So, and it makes it pretty even and fair. They can use it in dry and wet weather conditions, so they don't have to worry about changing tyres or anything like that. That's the one set of tyres they use for the weekend. But what you'll see here is they're lining up on the grid. So when they're in pit lane in this category, unlike V8 supercars, what they do is they actually get the 1 minute board from pit lane. So what they've just done then is their warm-up lap. They pull up on the grid and then they go racing from there. In V8 supercars, you get a formation lap, you're on the grid, you then get to do another full lap, and that is your warm-up lap. But these guys, that was it. That's all they get. As the last couple of cars now are coming onto the back of the grid, getting ready for a start.
Rusty French, we're just watching there, one of the icons of Australian motorsport. Doing double duties, as I said earlier, the NZ Touring Car Masters. We'll see him later on today on the coverage. It's the final couple of cars just taking their positions. 21 cars join us for this race. 12 laps around this 3.1 kilometre Queensland Raceway. Green flag is at the back. Sam Walter on the front row here. We've got a waved yellow to the right of screen here. And I think they're going to abort this start, Barks.
Yeah, clearly we've got someone in one of the cars there who's put their hand up and said, no, we're not ready to go. His car stalled, so clearly the safest thing to do there is to abort the start. You clearly know we've got Sam Walter there. It is V8 supercar experience. He's saying, I'm ready to go now. So we've got marshals coming out to see what's going on. I'll go back to the 5-second board and try and get this race underway.
Did that car come back to life? The Tasmanian alongside Tony Warren, man out of Hobart, current improved production state champion down there. Red lights on, ready for a start here in race one of the weekend. And watch, oh, dramas, look at the big flash of flame underneath Walter's car. So there's obviously been an issue prior to the start. I didn't see a flash of flame, and that car will drop to the back, and I don't think it'll take any part in this race.
Oh, definitely not. There's a bit of a drama there. I'm not sure whether he couldn't get into gear, clutch problem, whatever it is, but clearly as soon as he's dropped the clutch to get that car going, we saw that big explosion, the big flash of flame, and Sam Walter's day is done. Did not get off the line. It's a pity because we saw a really good battle, these guys down in Tasmania, but it's Rusty French that's got a fantastic start there, bumping up into P2, but Tony Warren in that Evo, that four-wheel drive, has bolted at the front. Oh, and he's run a little bit wide too. He's just hung on to that one.
I heard the tyre squeal in the background. I thought he was gone off at turn 3. And what a sad sight for Sam Walter. The car looked like it was trying to drag itself away from the line, so maybe a clutch issue.
Oh, look, there's bits of race car flying out onto the back of the circuit. Obviously, there's a bit of debris there as well. Look, hard to know exactly what the problem is. Clearly a clutch-style problem, maybe, but that car won't be taking any further part in it. Tony Warren has actually opened a great little gap, and now we've got a battle of the Porsches in P2. Garwood, they've got Sam Walter's car out of the way there, so they can continue racing without the safety car, which is good to see.
Hopefully get that car fixed for race 2. It's only a couple of hours away here, so a yellow on the main straight. No passing through this zone, but opens up nicely for turn 1. Rusty French, second position, but Tony Warren is already 4.5 seconds away. Like he did down in Tasmania earlier this year at Simmons Plains. This will be the battle to watch, I think.
Adam Garwood there putting pressure on Rusty French in the two Porsches. Slightly different configuration, those two Porsches, but very similar in terms of the way they're designed, their performance. One's a little bit older than the other. Greg Garwood in a very different Porsche.
What's
a couple of spots back. Boom. Yeah, clearly a gearbox issue or clutch issue or something, because it's not happy at all.
Slow-mo shot will make this even more dramatic.
Remind me of yesterday with Paul Morris, unfortunately. Thought we might have had another situation like that. You can see sparks and flames and everything's going on there. So a sad way to end Sam Walter's weekend, all the way from Tasmania, and didn't even get off the line.
And Rusty French, evasive action behind the Sky Sands Porsche. Gets underway now. He's starting to pull away a bit here from the Garwoods as we work down to turn 6 here. Lap 2, there's your leaderboard. And what's this? We've got dramas now for the leader, who's just come into the lane.
Sure, what's going on there? Tony Warren is just out of the corner of our commentary box. We spotted him peeling into pit lane, so that's put Rusty French into the lead. Greg Garwood is now in 4th, Adam Garwood 2nd, so, and Barwick's now popped up to 3rd place. So what's happened to Tony Warren? He's driven into pit lane. The car was fast, so the car looked fine, but he's pulled that car up, and looks like he won't be rejoining.
Well, it gives us a race a bit now, doesn't it? Because he was 5 seconds down the road, and now Rusty French has the second lead over 16-year-old Adam Garwood, the apprentice motor mechanic from Tasmania.
Rusty French on a bit of a defensive line down to turn 3, so whether there is a bit of oil or debris on the circuit, these drivers trying to find their best way around. But as we said, we've got the Class A battle going on here right now at the front with the two Porsches, Garwood and Rusty French. But throughout the field, you've got your own little battles going on as well. Right down the back of the field, you've got a fantastic battle going on with Suzuki Swifts and Toyota Eccos, little Corollas, 6-cylinder Datsuns, that sort of thing. So what a great class this is for someone who wants to race at this level, to get out at the big show when the V8 supercars come to town. They take their race car, they find a spot for them in a category, and they get to compete and race in front of all their friends, family, and to see what it's like at the big round of the V8 supercars.
Oh, dramas here for Matt Ryan, the Hollinger engineer in Tirana, whether that's a spin. Here's what's happening to Tony Warren, so it's an engine drama here for the Evo 7. What a shame. After starting from pole position, the Warren Holmes team looking underneath.
Well, it's both of our front row sitting cars have had mechanical dramas. Right on the start there, Walter, and Warren's only got 2 laps in and had a similar drama. Matt Ryan there. Deep, deep, deep.
It's never going to pull that car up. Lucky there's plenty of runoff room here at Queensland Raceway. You'll get the Tirana back on the hatchback version, back onto the racetrack. But right down the order in 16th position. Back to the leaders now, and the gap is down to 0.6 of a second. It's visual now.
The yellow flag's still out there, so Matt Ryan's car's still sitting just on the outside of turn 4. You can see it there. So the drivers have got to adhere to that yellow flag. They slow down. No overtaking in that sector until they can get to the green flag. So that gives the field a chance to really, be safe in that area and ensure that the car that's off the road and the driver's safe. So everyone respects that. They don't overtake, and then they can get on with racing once they pass the green flag, which you can see there just on the way to turn 5.
Some action further back in the field here. Being down to turn 6, so approaching the half-race distance lap here. This is Lawson, Jones and Scott battling down the field for positions 7, 8 and 9. Got some inter-race battles going on, so just because we've seen big margins right through the field, you've got class battles starting to develop as we enter the half-race mark.
WRX there, he's got the four-wheel drive, the older style Falcon, looks like a bit of the older V8 supercar style, but the ELEF type Falcon. We've got a battle now for the lead as Garwood tries to go around the outside. But the line they're taking is interesting, so I'd suggest there might be something on the road down there. That's why Garwood ran out of grip on the outside. He's going to have to do it the hard way, round the outside on turn 3, but it is a passing move that's possible.